didn't want me to leave, was all in my face, was cornering me, telling me I'm not going nowhere.
How'd you get out of it? It just so happens that I've been doing my late night content, so you caught me up, and here I am wearing my cape. How did you end up in the couple's room or whatever?
They heard us in the hallway.
Okay.
He was trying to run, like some more people came out their room. He was trying to run up on me, and they had to hold him back. He was like, go. They said, go in our room.
What's up, YouTube? It's summertime and things are heating up in Atlanta. Make sure you go cop the merch at AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? All right, guys. So this is a special. You see, we got MOCHA here. And so you just called me on some late night saving type stuff. I had to throw my cape on real quick. So what's the situation? So like, I just had to pick you up. It's 3 in the morning. We're gonna bring you to a hotel or whatever. But what just happened?
A guy, cause you remember when I said that the guy that let me stay over there, I had to leave. So when I left from over there, I came to the hotel to stay with someone that I thought was my friend. Even though I've been knowing him a couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? And tonight, I don't know if he was already in a bad mood. I don't know if somebody made him mad or nothing, but trying to hold me hostage in the room and not want me to leave is crazy. Like,
well, I mean, okay, so did he consider y'all to be like in a relationship?
I don't know if that's what was going on in his head, but I wanted to leave him on. I was letting him know, like, hey, we just friends, you know, just leave it at that. Like, I really didn't want nothing past the friend zone.
Well, I get it, but friend zone with sex?
No, just friends. Like, I ain't do nothing with him. Me and him never done nothing together. He would ask, but, you know, I would kind of, brush him off a little bit.
Okay, because, I mean, you know, that type of aggressive behavior normally that's like what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, the guy's maybe a little sprung or, you know.
That, and we had a few words in the text message, but I didn't think he would act like that. I really was asking, like, what's going on with your energy? Like, you know, why your energy so off? You know, and he started getting an attitude, started cussing, and, you know, and when he got back to the room, in the process of me getting my stuff, he closed. I went in there to get my last little bag, and he shut the door, didn't want me to leave, was all in my face, was cornering me, telling me I'm not going nowhere.
How'd you get out of it?
I started crying and screaming. I was in the fear for my life. And he's like, you know what, you can leave. And as I'm leaving, I'm finna get Angel, and he tried to kick my cat, you know what I'm saying? So and then it escalated even more in the hallway. Like, so yeah, I didn't expect it to go left like that.
Now this is 2 in a row. Right? Now one thing I cannot do, I cannot sit here and sugarcoat conversations. Right? So I'll ask you, what do you think you should be learning from these situations where this is now the second guy where things have gone left?
Just need to, I really can't even say be more careful. It's like, dang, like, it's got to where I just don't want to deal with nobody. Like, you never know a person intentions. Like, a person to come to you and make you feel like they a good person and pure and don't mean you no bad, and you know, like, man, what am I doing wrong? Like, I don't know, but I ain't expect that.
Well, picking guys that are not probably the best. That's the first thing. But I get it. You're saying that they come with a mask on and that, you know, you essentially are getting tricked or whatever. But
yeah.
I don't know. Like, at the big old age of 29.
I take my time to get to know a person, try to feel a person out, try to catch your energy, and all of that. It's like, how can I explain it? You got guys out here that'll put on that, like you say, that mask, will make you feel like, show you this image, but that's not really who he is. It's like the devil, like Lucifer, basically.
again, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything.
I know, Mark.
Right? So I'm gonna ask, like, so, you know, I had offered to basically get you the money for the first night stay at, so you could just have your own room again.
Yeah.
And you like didn't do it. Like,
the reason, cause Marcus, I gotta say, I don't like, you know, put my problems and stress on people. I know you offered, but
we had agreed to like do it for like future interviews and stuff. So it wasn't gonna be like you was just doing it for nothing. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me, that was a better option. Like, you should have definitely went with that route instead of staying with this guy who, like, you know, I had seen you yell at him one time and stuff like that. If you're to the point to where you're arguing or yelling with any of these type of guys that you meet on the street or whatever, it's automatically a bad situation because they're already under stress. Like, if you're staying in a hotel room, you're under stress. You're not like, everything's not all good. And as a man, no man likes to feel like he is not, you know, kind of taking care of things. And so that means he's already in a tender situation and stressed out. So like, if you come and, you know, you're, you know, for whatever reason, you know, end up yelling and stuff like that, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. You never know what these guys could do. And trust me when I tell you, because I'm on the streets and I interview folks on the streets. A lot of folks, like just like yourself, like how you said, have mental illness and different varying levels of it. And you don't know what level of mental illness somebody may have. So you sit there thinking, oh, I just met the person a couple weeks ago and they're cool and everything else and blah, blah, blah. Not even knowing that they a whole psychopath. And that if you tick them off in the wrong way, that could literally mean the end of your life. So, you know, I guess the message that I want to impart to you is you got to recognize that you're making bad decisions. These are your decisions. You're choosing the guys, you're choosing to stay with them, all this other stuff. And so you got to like kind of recognize that and be able to say, okay, let me learn from these mistakes. So moving forward, I'm not necessarily going to move the same way, right? Because like you say, you know, you had your own room, you was doing your own thing, you just should have stayed doing that. Even if you wanted to, you know, link up with the guy or whatever.
And it really was the point of leaving that room is to, you know, stack some money and get it together. It just seemed like I'm better off just at my own room, do my own thing, mind my own business. Like, I wasn't going through all this.
Well, I mean, some people are gonna ask, and some people said on the comments from the last interview, like, well, I mean, was the money basically funny? So, like, in other words, was it out of, you know, yeah, everybody wants to stack money or whatever, but was it a situation where you basically had to?
Had to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he said I could stay.
But even if he hadn't said it, like, was the money to the point
the
where
money, it was good. It was. I was doing my thing. Like, it was no problem. It's just like you gotta pay for that room. So I went with it.
Yeah, no, I get it. Hindsight is 2020. Hindsight is 2020. So, all right. So, yeah, I've been doing my late night content. So it just so happens that, because normally I'd be sleeping 2:30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it just so happens that I've been doing my late night content. So you caught me up, and here I am wearing my cape. Wearing my cape. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, well, it's all good. Sometimes you gotta put a cape on. Alright, let me get out this dude. Wait. I hear you. But alright, well, so what lesson can you impart to, if there's younger ladies, and you know, we don't want to encourage any young ladies to live this lifestyle, but if there are people that are younger in this lifestyle and haven't put in the experience, the time, and everything else that you have, and you're still going through situations like this, what advice can you give, like, any of the young ladies that may be watching?
Just be careful. Go with your gut. Don't never go against your gut. Even when you think it's good, it's not good. I'm not going to sit here and say I ain't never went against my gut, because I did. I could have left, but I stayed. So all I can say is just
Why do you think you decided to do that?
I ain't gonna really say being weak or gullible. I guess is what I was doing, being gullible. Just, oh, everything's fine, you'll be okay, and just go on with it. But tonight was just my warning, like, you know.
I tell you what, warning comes before destruction.
Yeah.
Warning comes before destruction. So if you heed the warning, you can generally avoid destruction. But if a lot of, times people, they get the warning and then they still, move in the same way or make the same type of decision. So hopefully that won't be the case. All right. Because, this week I'm doing my late night content, but I think next week I'm be switching my schedule back up. So, it's just to say that people may not be able to come and get you and this and that. How did you end up? So I guess the guy, like I say, he let you out. How did you end up in the couple's room or whatever?
They heard us in the hallway.
Okay.
He was trying to run, like some more people came out their room. He was trying to run up on me, and they had to hold him back. He was like, go. They said, go in our room, and they put me in their room, and I felt safe. They were like, he ain't gonna come in here. You safe in here. So I appreciate them for that. Cause me standing out there with my stuff, he would have tried something.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, you gotta have a good radar, man, for masculinity, right? Because true masculinity doesn't tend to want to argue or fight with women, right? And so, yeah, you gotta sharpen up that radar a little bit so that with guys like that, you should just automatically, like, your energy and your spirit should automatically just be repellent to it, right? So, some things you got to work on to get that to the point to where you don't even have to worry about those type of guys, because your energy won't even let you get near them. You know what I'm saying? So, but all right. Well, like I say, we're gonna get you to where we're gonna get you to, and we're gonna continue to follow you while you're here. We gonna. This is a story that we've latched onto now, I guess. So we're going to continue to follow you and just kind of see what this whole journey is like.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
All right. You be good, sweetie.
Yeah.
All right.